Дивіться, Денис, я була в деканаті, казала про наші 28 годин. Світлана Анатольовна сказала так, можна було поставити через тиждень, але вже як є. Тому у нас з вами лишається 4 пари. 25.04 буде остання пара, а потім уже в червні екзамен. А ви знаєте дату екзамену? У вас є якийсь розклад чи ще? Поки немає. Окей. Екзамен буде складатися з 2 частин. Перша частина це буде annotation to the article, scientific article. Написати анотацію. Це письмова частина і усна частина. In more details already about your scientific research, I will send you the plan, and according to the plan, you will make up your report about your scientific research, future, or which you has already started. That will be the oral part. And we've got 4 lessons to talk about research, materials and methods. After that, a short presentation of research in tables, graphs, and charts. Analysis of data. After that, annotating. So the structure and specific of annotations, and that's it. That's it. So that's our plan. And today we will firstly work with a book and do some exercises. And after that, I've prepared also a handout, worksheet. We also do these exercises and develop our skills in academic English. So let's start. Describing states and processes is a part of the scientific researchers, and we have the exercise 1 where we have the beginning and the ending of the definition of highlighted words, or words in bold, yeah? And the first one is given us as an example. So the second one, I think this word is very familiar for you, because we've got also a part of technology, which is called nanotechnology, right? And a term, nanocapsule. So find please the ending to make definition. Yeah, yeah. Right arm. Yeah. Diameter smaller than 200 times 2 forward. Okay. Right arm. So removable also, I think. Familiar for you, yeah? Removable object. Right arm. Perfect. Number 4. Cytosis. Yes, right. Awesome. Number 5. It's express. Yes, yes. Over. Yeah, too much. Right. Perfect. Number 6. Correct. Correct. It's E, right? Right. Okay. So, and as you can see in this exercise, prefixes of the terms are written in red, right?
Yep.
Okay, and these prefixes a bit change the meaning of the term, giving it additional meaning. So let's decide the keywords which summarize the meaning of each prefix in each example. Like buyer, it means naturally, yeah?
Yep.
Biology, it's like, yeah, biotechnology and so on. So it means natural, something natural. So what is nano?
It's something smaller in 10
Mhm.
in minus 9 power.
Yes, right. Okay, so keywords will be smaller than, yeah, and 10 powered minus ninth degree. Removable, what is re?
Mm, Something that can be taken.
So it means again and again, yeah?
Yep.
Repeated.
Yep. Yep.
Indoor,
It's something inside.
yes, inside. Keyword is inside. Over
It's
expresses
too much.
too much, right? Multi,
Many times.
many times, right? Inter,
Um, In the same, maybe.
Between.
Between.
Mhm, mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Encapsulated
Inside.
inside, right? And in again, but with I
Into.
into, right? So what is nanotechnology?
It's technology in some micro sphere.
Mhm. Okay, developing and producing nano devices, right? And
Yep.
mhm. What commercial applications could reach in nanotechnology? Could research in nanotechnology have? So, what is researched in nanotechnology? By the way, it's very popular now field and developing extremely fast. So here in these examples, it is talked about nanocapsules, right?
Yep.
Also, we have nanobots. What is it?
It's some small robots that helps
Mhm.
help
And
us
in which fields nanotechnology can be applied?
in medicine.
In medicine. Okay.
It's something like a vaccine.
Vaccination, diagnosis, issues with the health, yeah, to identify.
Yeah.
Drug delivery as well. Okay, also, except medicine, where else?
Mm, some microchips, GPS chips, or something like this.
And where might it be applied? In
Uh,
which?
in what we want, or we.
Wherever we want. Okay. What about chemistry? If we speak
It,
about chemistry, so nanotechnology, what might it be? The research, what might it be
it also
about?
could be some micro robots that helps to um,
Mhm,
boil ingredients or
mhm,
cook
mhm.
ingredients that are hard to produce by human.
Okay. And nanocomputers.
Mm,
Uh, do you know the types of nanocomputers?
not sure, but computers go smaller uh, value, not value,
Mhm.
for years. Um, like first computer was large as a wall in the room. Now we have
Like DNA computers, yeah?
yeah,
DNA.
maybe.
And can we name that, can we say that quantum computers might be nanocomputers? Because you
Um,
said that they are small in size, but with a big amount of information.
I don't think it's depends each other. Also, quantum computer could be large and it uh, stay quantum.
Even station, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. In information and communication, nanotechnology might be applied in the form of what?
Mm, some microchips in our bodies, for example, that gives us ability to communicate, use only our brain. I knew that
Like memory storage.
yep, but it's more like user interface on our brain. I knew recently Elon Musk do something experiments on monkeys that
Mhm,
play in Tetris or some another game,
mhm, mhm.
maybe tennis.
Okay. And also, I worked with your dictionary, like thesaurus, which you compiled, and find out some pretty interesting examples related to the exercise in our book, but about your terms. So the first, again, the same task, matching to make definitions, yeah? So
Yeah, okay.
incomplete information in a game, it's your example, and the meaning. Which one?
Um, in which model learns? No, some. When the model is too complex and fits the training data too closely, but I don't sure.
No. What you've done is more complicated, yeah. So it's C. It's C.
Um,
When the players incomplete information, yeah. When the players don't know the rules.
yep.
Yeah, because in means not enough. Yeah, don't know.
Yeah,
So,
I know that.
So non-cooperative game.
I can say uh, the definition, not to see this in right um,
On the
column,
right.
on the right column, yeah. But I
Uh-huh.
tried to find it.
Mm-hmm.
F, in which players make decisions independently.
Right. Mm-hmm. And non, let's talk about the prefix, the meaning, and which keyword shows the meaning.
It's against,
Uh,
like not cooperative.
yes, and independently in this case, yeah,
Yeah.
in this particular case. Okay, number 3. Biometrics game is a game.
H, in which player has two strategies.
Okay, and by the meaning of the prefix
Meaning two.
two.
Yep.
Right. Okay, asymmetric information, number 4.
A situation where one part party in a transaction has more information. A.
Okay, and prefix a,
Also like against.
against. Okay, more, and here is more information. Yeah, than, more
Yep.
than. Yeah, like not similar. Discontinuous game is a type of game.
In which the set of pure strategies available to a player has a discontinuity. B.
D, yeah,
B.
B.
Yep.
Yeah, right. It's B, in which the set of, okay. And these, the prefix these.
Also like not. not
Continue.
continuous.
And keywords in this definition will be discontinuity. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's like
Mhm.
synonym or
Similar. Okay. Number 6, overfitting in machine learning.
mm, is when the model is too complex and fits the training data too closely.
Yes, right. It's D. And over, the meaning of over.
Too closely in that
Too
case.
close. It's too. Okay. And too complex. Yeah. Too closely and too complex. So
Yep.
everything that is more than again. Unsupervised learning is a machine learning method. Unsupervised, sorry,
Yep.
unsupervised.
In which a model learns to find patterns in data without explicit supervision.
Supervision, yes. Okay, and earn means
Also without.
without, correct. And the last one, debugging, is a process.
Of removing bugs, mistakes from a computer program. G.
And D, the meaning of this prefix.
D. Removing.
From, yeah, remove.
Yep.
Okay, what are their derivatives with the prefix nano? So nano, it's tiny, something very small, yeah? And other words with nano, which you can name, because we have already discussed nano computers, nanobirds. What else?
Nanometer.
Mhm.
Um, like other C system
Nano chips like this.
values, for example, nanograms or
Mhm.
nano Celsius, but I don't sure.
Okay. So
Nanotechnology,
nanotechnology, nanobots, nanocomputers, nano chips,
nanotubes maybe.
yes, cubes, okay, tubes, right. So the next one also from your tasks, we have to divide the words between spaces to fill in the gaps and think about the correct form of the verb.
Yeah, could you drop down a little bit?
Like this?
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
So the first sentence.
The standard criterion, something by game theory for selecting a strategy, is a minimax criterion in that each player should something in such a way as to minimize his maximum losses. Okay. Maybe choose by the game theory to select is minimax, and each player should imply
Should play.
play in such a way as to minimize his maximum losses.
And the standard criterion choose.
Choose the maybe
The second form chose and
chose. Yeah.
okay, chose. Then. Вибрана. Тут
Yep.
прислівник. Выбрана. But in your example, it was proposed. The standard criterion proposed by game.
Yep, maybe.
Also acceptable. So number 2.
In terms of the payoff matrix, that player 1 should choose the strategy whose minimum payoff is the largest. Select, maybe.
Implies.
Imply.
And why implies?
Because it do
the
something.
Okay, number 3.
It contrasts player 2 should something. The strategy whose maximum player payoffs to player 1 is the smallest. Propose. The strategy
We have already used.
Can be choose also.
Should choose the strategy, yeah? Whose maximum.
It's like synonyms in the context.
Okay. So, and we use the first form because we have modal verb should. Yeah. So that is why after should we use infinitive form without to. Number 4.
When the same entry in the payoffs matrix yields both the maximum and minimax values, then a stable solution exists.
Exists, right. Again, the third person, right. Number 5.
Okay. Both players something to the specific strategy called pure strategy in every play. Not both player, not coincidence to that specific strategy.
But even if we use not coincident, how to use it correctly, grammatically?
Both players.
We can't use not coincident. We have to use auxiliary verb. Which one?
Yeah, maybe play. Both players play to that specific strategy.
But okay, in your example, it was stick.
Yep, maybe. I don't remember.
Okay, stick is also acceptable. Okay, number 6.
Unfortunately, in most cases, the game is unstable where the entry of the maximum value does not coincidence with the minimax value.
Right. Right. Does not coincide. And the last one?
In this case, the players choose their strategies in probabilistic manner, playing their strategies based on set of probabilities.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, and just a second, we'll come back to the book. So anyway, when we describe the information about our data received, we have to describe some processes in our experiment. So different experiments, different processes, of course, but let's try to guess about the process in the experiment in exercise 3B. We have again to choose and match the definitions.
Okay. Microtom was used to slice 4 nanometers a section of the paraffin embedded tissue. Maybe.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, and slice, to slice, we have to find the definition to the word slice, to the verb slice.
C, to cut something into thin, flat pieces.
Right. Number 2.
As the gas cools, the water vapor condenses and it caught in the conical flask.
Mhm.
Um, to change from a gas to a liquid or solid state. A.
Right. Absolutely true. Number 3.
Devices in the two chimneys would filter out radioactive dust
Mhm.
to remove solids from liquid or gases.
Right. D. Correct. Number 4.
Hematoxylin, eosin, stains the cell nucleus blue and the cytoplasm pink to change the color of something using a chemical.
Yes. Changing the color. Correct. And
And
number
last,
5.
plutonium 239 was extracted from the sample using nitric oxide to remove or take something away. C.
Yes.
Or not
Extract.
C.
Yes. Right. And or take something away. Okay, well done. And speaking about also a specific of our description, we have to pay attention to the advice given by one more experienced researcher to a new researcher, less experienced. So if you look through, just scan, yeah, this description of the process, you can find underlined words, not words, but parts of the sentences, yeah? So according to their conversation, so underlined sentences mean that something wrong. And the answer, what is wrong, is written in 6a explanation. So we use the passive voice when the person or thing which performs the action is not the main point of interest in the process. We are describing in the materials and method selection. That is why in a lot of examples of describing some processes of our research, we use passive voice, yeah?
Yep.
And we don't pay attention to ours. We pay more attention to the invention or to the research we are doing, to the process of this research. And if we have to rewrite the sentences in 6a, the underlined words should be the point, the main point of interest to pay attention to them. So how it would sound if we use passive voice. The tissue surface, it will be the subject, right?
Yep. The tissue surface was rinsed with ice cold tonic saline solution.
Okay, and I will show you the examples more related to not about chemistry, not about physics, but more about more or less related to our field. So again, the same task. We have underlined words and we have to restructure the sentences using passive and to pay more attention to the underlined word.
Okay, to ensure transparency in online environment, we should users should be given access to information.
Yes. Should be given access to information and
Maybe not that right, maybe access to information should be given to users.
Ну, в принципе, but you see, it may be done in two ways. So the information should be given to users, or users should be given access to information. So
Yep.
both variants are correct. So in this case, we highlight our attention to users or information, but not we. Yeah, who does it?
Yep.
Okay, number 2.
Specifically in online marketing, websites are created by specialists for the
It's not
purpose.
obligatory, by the way, to say by specialists.
Yep.
Just for the purpose, yeah.
Yeah, for the
Not to
purpose of
spread, not to spread the attention from the process. Okay. Number 3.
Likewise, companies have
Employed.
employed impressive technology. Immersive technology has been employed by companies for the brand marketing efforts.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Programmers who use algorithms to filter. No, algorithms has been used to filter online content have also raised concern.
Yes. Have been used or just used, like participle.
Yeah.
Could be also, yeah?
Yeah.
Тоді ми перекладаємо як використовуваний алгоритм. Або що використовується в українській мові. Окей. And the last one?
Something like questions have been created regarding transparency in relation to online system and technologies.
Right term. Okay, well done. So the next one, again, coming back to our book, and we will talk how to describe data numerically. Numerical values, yeah? So I'm trying to turn on the there was a audio content of this book online on YouTube, but it disappeared. So that is why I found the disc in the book because I have a paper version of this book, but my Transcend gadget is not working so well. It doesn't want to connect to the
Okay, maybe we do this article without audio.
But we have to choose. We have to choose. So the correct answer, so which is announced. So you just first, while I'm trying to sort it out, to connect, you just try to look through the underlined words, and maybe if you have doubts or don't know the meaning of these words, you can check with I don't know how it worked, but yesterday I could check and it worked, but not today.
Someone could delete this video from his channel.
Yeah, delete it from YouTube because it's like fraud. Yeah, people don't buy the resource, they just use pirate version, and moreover they placed it on YouTube. So, but it was so convenient to turn on the audio. I don't know. Oh. Oh. It can't find it. Okay, let's do in the way like you girls, and I'll answer. I'll help with the correct answer. Just
Okay. First, what was the dosage of fluoride per kilogram of body weight? Maybe not C, it's too much, but could be A or B. It's like the same, maybe A.
right. Okay, and can you name this numerical value?
0.16. 6.
166. So not, they use not in these notions, not point, not dot, point.
Point.
Mhm.
Okay.
Not 0.166. Right, and the correct answer is A. The sensitivity of the SC, sensitivity is the keyword that they forgot to underline.
Yeah, it could be, it must be less than 1, I think. But maybe not sure. It depends.
Less than 1.
Maybe C.
Yes.
No,
Enter now name
no,
there.
not 0.2.
Yes, not 0.2. So the output impedance at the 5 voltage edge end. Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe also like B or C, because they are more the same than A.
So, and the correct answer was A.
Yep. Okay.
It's not point, not 2. What amperage of flax is used?
I have no idea.
It was the correct answer was B.
B.
Just 6. So
Okay. What is the temperature below which the superconductor conducts electricity with no resistance? In what value is, like in Celsius or in Kelvins? Maybe in Kelvins. If it is Kelvins, it's more like 19 B, because Ace is too small. Yeah. Or C also could be.
19.
Yeah, B.
Yes, right.
Okay. What is the enthalpy change entropy change when 2 moles of water are formed at the pressure of 1 atmosphere and the temperature of 298 Kelvin? I don't know in which values.
Answer B. Oh, sorry, answer C. Answer C.
Okay, I don't know in which values entropy calculates. Okay, the next. What is the lowest frequency at which young mice squeak, make a noise when isolated from their mother? I don't know, maybe C.
It's B.
Okay.
Frequency 45. It seems to me seconds was mentioned.
I'm not sure. Mm,
What speed?
It's like sound or
Yeah. It's the hertz or something. Yeah, like
hertz per second, maybe. Okay, the last. What speed layer the pulses we used? It depends. Not C, maybe A,
it's B.
B. Okay.
Mhm. So all my tries are unsuccessful.
Yep. It depends from the context because they could use
Yes.
lasers with pulses 15.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's focus on pronunciation of the numbers like 50, 15 sound the
Yeah.
same in
Yes,
fast way.
yes. So we have to pay attention to the pronunciation because 50 and 15, so we'll give different values. Can't start it. Sorry for that. So then let's do the exercise number 9. The International System of Units is the most common measurement system around the world, particularly in the fields of science, commerce, and trade. So in a modern form of the metric system, and as such is devised around the number 10. The system consists of 7 base units and a set of prefixes. So, and we've got the table where we have to match the unit, abbreviation, and the quantity.
Okay. First meter length, second kilogram mass kg
AG map.
mass,
Mm-hmm.
second CS time, force
Yes.
ampere A electric current, fifth Kelvin K
Mm-hmm.
thermodynamic temperature, 6 candela CD luminous intensity,
Mm-hmm.
7 mol again
Mm-hmm.
amount of substance,
Right.
8 hertz hertz
Mm-hmm.
n hz frequency,
Mm-hmm.
9 joule J energy,
Yes.
OHM, then uh, mm, maybe
Ohm.
ohm. Okay, ohm. Um, it's theta, uh,
Mm-hmm.
that
This one.
theta resistance,
Yes.
and degree Celsius, C Celsius temperature.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, what units of measurements do you commonly use in your everyday life?
Um, maybe meters, seconds, kilograms, Celsius,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay,
that's all.
uh-huh. And in your work, uh,
Mm,
scientific work, do you use any units of quantity?
maybe frequency in some way, but we have like mass research, and mass doesn't depends
Yes,
from the units.
it's more about physics, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and which SI prefixes do you know? And how they change the quantity?
Santi, deci, kilo, micro, milli,
Mm-hmm.
mega, giga,
Okay.
and another.
Like gigabyte, yeah?
Yep.
Terabyte is used. Nano, okay, micro. So, and symbols and prefixes in part C. If it's K, which prefix?
Kilo,
Kilo, M,
mega,
mega, G,
giga,
giga, T,
theta, tera,
tera. Right. C,
santi,
M,
micro, no, milli, I think.
yes, milli, right. And 7,
New,
mhm,
nano,
7 micro, and
micro,
N,
okay, and nano, and pico.
pico. Okay, so can't do anything with this disk. It doesn't work. So, okay, then we start talking about describing the data in the form of graphs.
Okay, it's more about physics data.
Charts and
Describing.
tables. But anyway, if you need to summarize some information of your experiment, you can use table, for example, to sum up with even with the definitions maybe, or the types of something, or the kinds of something. So people often use tables. You are researching, as far as I remember, games, right?
Game theory, yeah.
Game
Mostly
theories.
games.
And in game theory, there are different types of games, right?
Yep.
So could it be presented in the form of table?
Yeah, I think it could be.
Like types of games, yeah? And
Yep.
in this way, it will be easier to differentiate them and to see, to observe, yeah, to observe the differences.
I more likely use um, in introduction. Before introduction, we have the list of topics, sections, and subsections of the article, and there we have all main topics and main games that we use in article. It's not like a table, but I don't know how it called.
Okay. And your task or question about game theory, its application in different fields, as far as I understand, or what?
Yeah, it's like a review of fuzzy games, science.
It can be used in marketing, yeah?
Mm, Not my current work, but my previous maybe can be
Mhm.
used.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, and with the help of this one chart, what
Diagrams.
uh, like time spent on smartphones and tablets by category, yeah.
Mm.
And in your case, what might chart present theoretically?
Um, in my previous work on diploma, I mm, use charts to show the percentage of the specific games. For example, people need to choose a
Mhm,
number from 1 to 100, and who choose the smallest number is a winner. And
mhm,
charts show how much people use which number. Um,
mhm,
but not that charts, other charts like diagrams. More like that are used in other game when
not
you
line graph
not line, but
like this bar chart.
yeah, like bar chart more.
Mm-hmm,
Circle charts are used in other game when you um, it's a classical dilemma of prisoner when
mm-hmm,
you and your friend catched by police, and you can uh, tell the truth, and um, your friend uh, will be escaped, no, escaped, closed in the prison for more time than you,
mm-hmm.
or your boss can,
Imprisoned. We can say imprisoned.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, or
Mm,
your boss um, can be stay silent and leave um, with less consequences. And
mhm, mhm,
also, I ask this question for like 100 people, and um, use the circle diagram to show how percentage of people uh, answered.
mm, mhm, mhm. Percentage. Okay. Okay. And and uh, in your current research, what are you going to research? I mean, in master's work.
The fuzzy games, I said
Mm-hmm,
it's like a review on this field because I never worked with it before, and
mm-hmm,
maybe I continue this in my diploma master's degree. Yep,
mm-hmm.
but I don't know for sure what it was.
You haven't started working?
Yeah, I started, but it's Kursova, uh,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
not diploma. Diploma in a year in future.
So what were you recommended to start with? With which part?
Which part of what?
Observation of the like literature review, or to think about the plan, the questions of your work, and the experimental part, and then after that start with literature review. What were you recommended
I think you firstly need to start literature review because you need
to know what
to
is
know
done?
something in this field better than
Mhm,
now, and
mhm,
after that can do some experiments if you want.
mhm. Are you planning any experiment?
Um, Not for sure. I probably will write some algorithm, but it's more like simulation and not
Mhm,
experiment.
mhm, mhm. Okay, so simulation of fuzzy games.
Yep.
Mhm. Okay, I see. But anyway, different variables are used in different experiments, and for example, even in some research in methodology, I use tables to compare, for example, the answer of students, their results after, for example, testing or after experimental methodology. And there are two groups of people, for example, yeah, if I apply experimental methodology with one group of people and another group of people are working with normal, like standard, yeah,
Yep.
methodology. So in my table, I've got two datas. So the results of experimental group and the results of just ordinary group.
Yeah,
After that,
I
after
think
that,
it's named like A/B testing from data
yes,
analysis.
yes. So I analyze the data, their results. I've got some numbers, and after that, I can build what?
Graphs or charts or
Graphs or
analyze some statistics.
to analyze the statistics, right? Okay. And there are four examples of experiments, and we've got here four examples of data presenting the results, yeah, of these experiments. And let's read these four examples and decide which one graph, table, or chart will be the best solution to present these results. So number one.
Okay. Shows the different parts of a total amount. For example, it can show the percentage of money an average family spends on accommodation and food, clothes, entertainment, and vacation. Um, it's pie chart, I think.
Yes, pie chart would be best to show it. Okay,
Yep.
number two.
Okay. Is used for comparing data and showing amounts or quantities at specific times. For example, monthly sale analysis of three different groups of goods of the company. Maybe bar graph.
Yes, bar graph. Okay.
Yep, third contains a list of numbers of X arranged in rows and columns. It might be, for instance, a list of popular application among teenagers and children. It's table.
Yes.
Okay, and the last is useful for showing how things change over time and for showing two or more sets of measurements that are related to each other. For example, it could show how the number of passengers of the bus company has changed from months to months. It's line graph.
Yes. Right, sure. Uh, Again, which of the above examples we could use to illustrate the following information? So choose and explain your choice.
Okay. The number of new bank clients in a region each month during 20 months period.
12.
12,
12.
12 months period.
Yeah.
It's line graph,
Line graph. Okay,
I
good.
think. The results of survey of 120 students given feedback about the
Effective.
effectiveness
Mhm.
of the alternative course for the development of their soft skills.
Mhm.
Um, mm,
It could be table,
yeah,
like
yeah, maybe.
table with
Could be.
the names of students and they're like effective, not effective, or not sure, yeah, or 50-50. And they can give their answers and we can count the numbers of effectiveness. Mhm. Number 3.
The increase in the sale of smartphones compared with tablets in our country during the last 3 years.
Mhm.
Uh, Also, line graph, or,
Increase
or if
line.
it's difference, maybe pie
Mhm.
chart before and pie chart after.
Mhm. Okay. Uh, Number 4.
Uh, a comparison of changes in population in forward regions: Europe, Africa, North America, and South America during two periods, uh, 200 and
2000 and
2000 and 2020.
mhm.
Uh, um, Also pie chart.
I think comparison would be a bar chart
Mm,
better.
Maybe, but we have like 2 years, uh,
2 periods.
2 periods,
Or it might be a table
2 periods.
because it's not a percentage, it's just numbers of population. Yeah, two numbers.
Yeah, maybe.
Population in 2000 and the population in 2020. So two numbers, different numbers, and the table will represent the changes. And after that, we can build line graph maybe
Yeah, yeah. For each
of, of
country.
growth or decrease of the population. Yeah. And the last one, ah,
Not the last one. It's the
uh,
previous task.
the previous, yeah, number 5.
2020 to 20.
It's like prediction, yeah, prediction data.
Yeah, 2030 growth of mobile data traffic and line graph.
Line graph, yes, right. And the last one.
Means and SEs of outcome variables in each condition. Maybe table.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, and here we have a report how the airline industry will return to profit this year, 2023. And we have to read the report and to try to create a graph.
Mm, okay.
So how the airline industry will return to profit this year.
Okay. Should I read loudly? Oh,
No, you can read on your own and
okay.
draw the graph and share with me. So if you have read the first paragraph,
Yep.
I will scroll the whole picture
Yep. Thanks.
for you to see their numbers, the data, and to build graph. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 years compared, starting from 2019 and up to 2023.
Mm. Um, mm. Mm. Okay, I can show you, I think.
Mm,
You need to um,
if you draw online, you can share your screen.
yep. You see,
Uh-huh,
we have
uh-huh,
here like from 0 to 140, and
mm-hmm,
for 5 years,
mm-hmm,
and we have in the start losses big, like 137 and 7, and
mm-hmm,
it decrease in
mm-hmm,
4 years, and profits are increase, but mm, not much.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like this,
Oh,
they never have, or they haven't any profits for first 3 years.
mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, they haven't got any profits because of the COVID pandemic.
Yep.
Closed boundaries, and the airline companies suffered from the decrease of their profits. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a billions, billions and
Mm-hmm.
years.
Uh-huh. Billions and years. Okay. Uh-huh. And stop sharing. I will show you the original resource with their presentation. Just a second, we'll find there. So they presented it in such a way.
Mm. Mm. It's like the same, but in the other way.
So different ways of presenting, but the same result.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. And this chart shows when we look at this chart, we at once see the situation created currently in this area. And if we got just a chart and no information at all, what information can we identify from this chart, and what is researched, and whether can we suggest any research question and procedure of the research? So look at this and give your suggestions. What is researched? What is the aim of this research? And
Okay, we have the Euler diagram in 3 fields,
mhm,
and persuasive technology, immersive technology, and online marketing. It's like a
yes,
uh, fields of research, some research, and
mhm.
we have the uh, cap. I don't know how it called. Um,
I think the questions of the research, like users' autonomy, potential risks, system design of these spheres.
yeah, of intersections of the
Mhm.
spheres.
The intersections of these spheres, yeah. And only in one sphere, if something is researched, it is presented here, yeah,
Oh, yep.
and here. And if two fields are intersected, we've got the information here. And three fields intersections, the information here. So what are the concerns about these three technologies? Data privacy, I think, yeah.
Yeah, data privacy and informed consents,
Mm.
informed decision making, information transparency, online advertising, user-centered design, and personalization.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yes, right. Okay. And if we follow the link and check whether our ideas are right or wrong, still don't know how to change the screen sharing. Transparency in persuasive technology, immersive technology, and online marketing. It's the name, yeah? Facilitating users informed decision making and practical implication. And here is the abstract. Read and sum up whether our suggestions were right or wrong.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, yep. The
So
review,
what is researched?
um, transparency. The
Transparency.
review explores what it means in
Uh-huh.
current research and practices in fields.
3 fields.
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yes.
it covered also multiple, mm, multi, multiple areas,
Mm-hmm.
and the findings were summarized. So the like framework of transparency.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Categorization of
Yep,
them.
yep. In 10 themes along 3 dimensions.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, coming back to our picture, is it clearer now after reading an abstract?
Not for sure, but it's more clear than before.
Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. So, and here we have also a table which we can analyze and answer the following questions. Yeah. We have a table of world's busiest airports by passenger traffic. Preliminary 2022 statistics. Yeah, and here is the table. So which data we've got here? We can see here in the first line. So it's ranking, yeah. The name of the airport, the location, the country represented, the code of this airport, total amount of passengers, rank change in the table, yeah, and percentage of changers. I will scroll the table, and the first question to be answered: in which airport increased passenger traffic the least from 2021 to 2022. So which airport the least one in this increase? So there we analyze which column.
Total passengers.
So which was the least one? Who increased? So I think the last one, their percentage change.
Yeah, maybe.
So if we look at the numbers, which was the last one? So 54.3, 19.3.
9 friends, maybe.
Which one the least?
The least. The least increase.
Yes.
Dallas.
Yes, Dallas Fort Worth. Right, because the percentage is 17.5, yeah. Which airport increased its passenger traffic the most? The most.
It's more about passengers in the first, like in America in the first. Yep, first 93 millions of passengers.
Okay, if we use comma and if we use the point of full stop, yeah. What's the difference in numbers? So commas mean what?
Mean nothing.
Mean nothing. Okay. It divides
enterprise to easily reading numbers.
Okay, a decimal point describes parts of a whole number. Yeah, this one like decimal point.
Yep.
Part of a whole number. And comma separates hundreds from thousands, millions, yeah, and hundreds of thousands, and so on. So,
yep.
And can you name this number?
Okay, I can try. 93 millions 699 6,630.
99,630, right. Okay, so we have time to finish. So thank you very much for joining and participating. See you next week. We will continue. Maybe I will download the order to the book, and we will finish the exercises from the book, also analyzing data, and maybe we will talk about a bit more about your experiment, which data you will use and how will you present it. Okay.
Yep,
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Next week. Bye-bye.